screen started, okay? So each one of the screens, and every step you have inside of your text-based storyboard should be a separate screen, okay? So right now, if I'm looking at this, there is a section 2, okay? And actually, you can use the actual section names if you want to, section 1, section 2, okay? Or just put whatever the item is. When you get to, so this one would be a learner analysis. When we get to the instructional steps, that's when things get numbers, okay? So here I'm going to copy this, collecting cooking tools. And I'm going to go down to my third screen down here, which says step 1, step statement, okay? So this is step 1. I'm going to paste in what it is. Oh, I just want to adjust the text. Paste. Okay, so this is collect cooking elements, I think it was. So collect cooking tools. Copy that. All right. And I'm going to paste this in here. And I'm going to keep the format the same. Okay, so now what I'm doing is, this is the step where I actually am going to talk about collecting the tools. This is actually a step. When you deal with instructional steps, then they get a screen number. So down here at the bottom, this is screen number, and then I usually do 3 digits. I normally put in there 001, or you can also go with it as, 100, 200, 300, whatever you want to do, okay? But what we need to do is make sure that each screen is unique. So this would be 001. If I go and create my next screen, I'm just going to duplicate this for our demonstration purpose here. If I duplicate this and I go into my step number 2, okay, this would be screen number 002, okay? It means that every screen is unique, right? So when I'm going in there, if I'm the developer and I need to go to a specific screen to apply something, I can go and jump right to it. Also, if there's any errors that need to be adjusted or any changes that need to be made, the person who's going to review that is going to give you feedback to go, go to screen 002, and there's a spelling mistake in line 1. Okay, so that's why each screen needs to have its own unique number. Okay, and remember, all the instructional screens actually get numbers. Now, when we get into the quiz part, we actually give them different numbers or different characters. But at this point, all I'm concerned about is really moving you forward from the idea of your visual storyboard. I'm sorry, from your text-based storyboard to a visual storyboard. All right. So the goal really for this coming week is to copy your text from your text storyboard into your visual storyboards. Okay. And so that's the key thing that I want everyone to work on. But and that shouldn't take very long at all, because you're really just copying and pasting text. But before you can start copying and pasting text, make sure that you finish all the elements of your visual storyboard. So your visual storyboards need to have literally every piece. If there's images that need to be included there, you need to describe the images. If there's text in there, you need to describe the text. All right, so you need to complete that part first. All right, so when you go and I'm going to have everybody email me their both post their file and email me their file. Okay, that way I get it as quickly as possible and I can look through it. I want to make sure that I'm able to respond as quickly as possible to corrections or things that need to be adjusted. All right. So that is really what the focus is for this week. Okay. The main thing that I wanted to focus on was the idea that we're transitioning from our text storyboard to our visual storyboard. And really what we're doing is we're moving the content over from one to the other. And we're actually building them out as separate screens. That's what I really want to make sure everybody spends their time focusing on. Okay. By the time you're done, you should actually have a visual storyboard. Don't leave it called visual storyboard template. Okay. You want to make sure you give it a name, which is your name. So save as. There you start in there. Okay. So this one is I'm A. Unrath. And then I could put in there, this one is visual storyboard. Visual storyboard, and this is the date that goes along with it. So this is visual storyboard, and I'm going to put in there, today is June 5th. And it is now 10:45. Okay, so now I know where that file is. Okay, I'm going to save it to my downloads at this point. Okay, and so that's the file you're going to submit to me inside of the discussion forum. And if we go into our course, right in here, there's actually a visual storyboard template. Okay, and it says share visual storyboard. If you click on that, there's a spot to actually add your visual storyboard. Okay, attach the version of your visual storyboard. Remember, so it should be of your own design. Don't worry about the other elements of it. Okay, the thing that I want to make sure you do is attach both the visual storyboard and your text-based storyboard. So I do need to update this because I want to make sure that I got all that information in one spot. That should be basically it for this week. It won't take you very long to move the stuff from the visual storyboard to the text-based storyboard, but you got to make sure you get your text storyboard wrapped up first. Okay, all the elements completed on it before you move it over to the visual storyboard. If you do have any questions, please send me an email and I'll respond back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you very much and have a great week.